Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nuuli Forged. I'm Jared, and I will be your dungeon master this evening. Welcome in Kopadrazi. How you doing? Hey there, I've got it. Thanks for the Pikachus. And thank you, first of all, to Lords and Ladies of Fate who followed us from Magic RPG when we raided them last time.
Yay!
So big shout-outs all around. We are Nuuli Forged. We are a 5e actual play homebrew D&D game. We play in the world of Nuuli, which 5 of my friends are brave enough to play in because it came out of my head, and their sanity is questionable for that decision. So hello.
It's because we drink.
It is because we drink, yes.
I mean, our sanity was pretty questionable to begin with,
Fair
honestly.
enough. Yeah, it's true. We are down a Tanner this evening, who unfortunately his real life job required his attention tonight. So that's where Tanner is. He is unavailable to be here, so Nereus will be mostly shadowy and indistinct, unless he's needed for something, which we'll see how that goes. But let's go around and introduce ourselves. Let's start at the top of the stack with Mike.
What about rolling?
I do need a roll. Thank you. I need a d20 roll. So y'all can answer a very important question.
All right, I gotcha. Boom.
Ooh.
19.
Ooh, that's a good roll. This is going to be great. So please, everybody, introduce yourself, your character, and answer the question: does your character enjoy shopping? Do they hate it, or do they just tolerate it? You tell me. So let's start at the top with Mike.
And that's me. I am Mike. I play Defect, Warforged Barbarian, Arcanaton. And as far as shopping goes, I say he's indifferent to it. Doesn't hate it, doesn't love it. I think he just kind of goes along with the crowd if they need to shop for anything. So I think he's neutral on the area.
Okay. Moving on down to Amber.
Hello, I am Amber. I play Greg, the Goblin Artificer. Sorry, let's do that again. Greg. Have to have a wet throat.
Roll that R.
Yeah. It's the back of the throat. It's a growl. Now I've lost my train of thought thinking so hard about how to make an R sound. But Greg loves shopping. I love it. It's great because you get cool stuff, and sometimes you find really fancy stuff, and then sometimes you find useful stuff, and then you can make the stuff into useful stuff if it's not useful at first.
Very true and very good.
Yeah, shopping's great.
And excellent. Fantastic. Hopping on down then to Sarah.
My name is Sarah, and I play Olive, the half-orc druid. And I would say Olive tolerates shopping as a necessary evil to get things that she needs, but wouldn't do it for fun.
Fair enough. And that brings us over to Matt.
Sorry, I'm having way too much fun there.
Yeah,
Hi,
you're
I'm
playing
Matt.
with your lights. It's not distracting at all.
Oh, sorry. That's such a tiny screen. We're gonna go with this color tonight. Yes, I play Spoot, the Turtle Cleric, and does Spoot like shopping? No, I don't. Yes and no. I think the idea of shopping is a little annoying just because there's like money involved and I don't know, he doesn't like the money and what are prices, he doesn't know, so he just gives gold to people.
What a price.
But I mean, I think he gets excited for like spell components. That's probably the only bit of shopping he's really like excited about.
Fair. Very cool. All right. And as I said, I am Jared. I am your humble dungeon master, and I will play all the characters and things and entities that are not the 5 PCs. So that does wonders for my sanity. um,
Do they enjoy
yeah.
shopping?
Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them don't care either way. You know, they cover the gamut, I think.
Some sell goods.
Some use a 5-finger discount.
There's all kinds in my brain. But I believe that's it for announcements and everything. So let's dive right into last time on Nuuli Forged. Spoot went fishing with his old friend Plek and his uncle Newt, while the rest of the party enjoyed some time at the Mud Bar, the local village tavern in Mucklow, Spoot's hometown. Spoot later checked in on his old friend Yoon, a learned turtle and lover of books, and received from her some information about his travels that might be helpful, as she had a few pearls of insight to offer his way. The next day, after a warm goodbye from Spoot's parents and his little baby brother, the party set out into the swamps to make their way towards Ozmag, despite warnings that the ruins are dangerous and haunted. After a few days, the party ran into a 5-headed beast that rose from the swamps to attack Greg directly. A hydra had appeared. Yet, the party fairly easily dispatched it. Later on, they encountered some lizard folk that they had heard rumors about in Mucklow, and they were quite insistent that the party depart the area. Spoot, choosing to be diplomatic, acquiesced, despite Nereus's open threats to the lizard folk. The party then pressed on, and during their travels the next day, while they made their way across an old ruined road that had risen up from the swamp bed, they were descended upon by the gargantuan form of Wing and Claw, massive horns and black scales. A black dragon now stands in front of them, growling at them with questionable intent.
He literally said,
We're all
"You're
gonna
gonna be my supper,"
Yes.
or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
I think his intent is clear.
He implied that he was going to eat you all.
Stated.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're past imply.
Decidedly so. He does look to be about 45 feet tall or so. But then as he growls at you, he rears up, and you realize that he was crouching before. He's easily closer to 70 feet tall. And
Great.
Cool.
yeah. Big, massive horns curling out from the side of his head, kind of down around towards the edge of the maw. This huge form. And he's just growled, "You will be my supper." And Spoot, in this moment, because you are from the swamp of Lowgrail, in the town of Mucklow, I would like you to make a history check at advantage. The DC is very low for you.
Pardon me. Okay, let me do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, it seems like I'm having some internet stuttering tonight, so bear with me.
Awesome.
Well, when
It's
your router
fine.
resets itself or dies and you have to get a new one, that's to be expected.
Yo, I know, right? Okay, history check coming up.
Yep. Go for it.
26.
Very nice. You immediately recognize a dragon this massive and this intimidating and terrifying can only be one creature. It can only be Garrox'ometeklan.
Is that one word?
It is. Garrox'ometeklan is an ancient black dragon talked about
Fuck.
in fear and terror by, like, he's the boogeyman that people use to frighten. small children, okay? You know that he is purported to live in the eastern parts of the Swamp of Lowgrail, which you are not in. He is snarky and cruel, unless he's angered, in which case he is violent and ruthless. And there are all sorts of various tales of his terror. In fact, he is known as the Blackened Torment. And the only thing that you have ever heard that might get you out of this situation is if you can possibly appeal to this creature's vanity and vengeful nature and attempt to redirect his wrath from you to something else, that is your best shot.
Oh, you are trying to destroy Spoot's last bit of integrity and morality, aren't you?
These are the tales that Spoot you have been told in your life.
This is it. This is his descent to the dark side.
And Spoot, because you rolled a 26 on your history check, I would like you to now roll an insight check.
Oh, God.
At advantage.
Tell you, oh no.
Okay. Here it comes. 24.
Good, it's good.
With a 24, Spoot, the creature before you is terrifying. It is taller than any creature you've seen, any creature you've faced, including the Dracolich that you defeated with your friends. There have been stories and rumors told about this creature for hundreds of years, going back farther than you can probably count or account for. And yet, something about it doesn't add up. Something about this creature doesn't match what you thought it would be in your mind. It's like it's not all there or something. But you get that in an instant of recall and compiling. So now there is this massive dragon who has threatened you. Spoot, you are in the front of the party as you have been leading them through the swamp. What are you going to do?
Spoot is experiencing technical difficulties at this moment. Please stand by.
We thought the defect was the computer, but it was all along.
Yeah, Spoot just like... Who is standing closest to me?
I remember I had the rear, so...
Yeah, defect wasn't...
It was Nereus.
Yeah, I believe defect has been coming in the back. Nereus was behind you, who is just staring up in awe. He's never seen anything this big either. And then it's a matter of where Grig and Olive want to be.
I hope Grig is close to me.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Grig is either in the middle of the line, or or next to defect at the end.
Yeah, I could see myself being in the middle.
If Grig is close enough for me to whisper shout, I will tell Grig to tell defect to not engage unless I say so.
Well, you're all kind of in a little line right now as you've been walking along this raised road.
I know Grig has message is the only reason I figured it could pass it back.
Yeah, you can quickly whisper like, "Don't engage." I'm fine with that. But this creature is but 10 or 15 feet away from you. It has come down through the opening in the swamp trees and broken a few limbs on the way down. Like, there is no doubt to the physicality of this creature. I just want to be clear.
Oh yeah, no, I'm clear on the it could kill us all in one bite situation.
I love it
Um,
when we open with the thing that Matt has to decide. I just want to point that out. It's my favorite. The look on his face when he has to choose something right at the beginning is like.
It's like usually I'm at the bottom of the turn order, and even then I can't decide.
Hey,
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
we're in your home turf, so this is what you get.
That's true.
Well,
I
you're
was
in
in the
charge now.
front. I was in the front, wasn't I? Okay,
Yep.
so to recap, we've got massive TPK in front of us, and I've heard stories about it, but something doesn't seem right about it. It's also not in its usual spot.
Yeah, it's not where it's rumored to have lived, according to the legends and stories you've heard, and also, there's something that just feels off to you about it.
Oh God. Okay, here we go. Here goes nothing. I think the first thing out of Spoot's mouth will be in Draconic. Will appeal to his vanity as much as possible. It just let out some kind of exclamation of like awe, like, which is not totally a lie. Like, wow, you must be, and I'll say the name because I don't actually remember what it is. Could you spell that in the thing, and I'll try to pronounce it.
Yep.
Garrox'ometeklan.
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 Yep.
And I'll say you can only be the great Garrox'ometeklan. I have heard stories about you my entire life, and nothing could prepare me for a meeting. You are absolutely more terrifying than I even dreamed imaginable.
As well I would hope, tasty little turtle morsel.
Sorry, I'm writing this down into his name into my notes.
And as he says this, you can see acid drip from his jaws and hit the ground and the stone and just sort of sizzle.
Oh man. Spoot is scared. Let's make that clear. Spoot is going to play into the scaredness just a little bit more and drop to his knees and say, Garrox'ometeklan, I don't know how we had this meeting of chance because I thought for certain I was not in your domain, and I am so sorry if I had entered unaware into your territory.
I claim what I will, when I will. But I appreciate that you have found folly in your misfortune.
I have always been told your domain is in the east and was certain to stay far away as to not disturb your greatness.
That is a wise precaution. But yet here I am.
Are you looking to expand your realm? Is that why you
All the swamp is mine if I decree it so.
Of course, and none could argue that, obviously. Gosh, I'm stalling a little bit on what to say. Something's not right about him, and I must redirect his...
I will say, you also know that you were told that there were no dragons in Ozbag.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a word with that pesky deity. If I live.
This conversation is entirely in Draconic, by the way.
Yeah.
Can Grig
open the tent? Yes.
try to think?
What we
No, I have no idea what's being
now is a dry place to sleep.
But the
No.
dragon is very talking.
Yes, the
I've had a
dragon
moment
is
to
talking.
process what's in front of me? Question mark?
In what way?
Aside, I think it's Greg trying to figure out. Are we going to fight? Should I what do I need to do? Should I run away? Is there something else I should be doing? I'm trying. I guess it's sort of an insight, probably. To try to
make an
understand
insight check. Totally.
Insight on Spoot.
On the
the
situation.
dragon. On
Yeah.
the
Oh, okay.
situation. On the what's happening here? Because I might be dead and I might not. I don't know.
Yeah.
13. I rolled over a 10 on insight.
Hey, Spoot is secretly proud. Not that Spoot is.
So what you get is Spoot is obviously trying to defuse a very dangerous situation, and seems to have garnered the dragon's attention for the moment. But Spoot also did whisper to you, don't engage yet.
Right. Okay. Do I know anything about dragons
Make an Arcana check.
aside from they're awesome?
Yeah.
And
you-
large.
And we love to kill them.
Cool.
I mean,
with
we
a-
killed a lot of
with
them
a
by now.
21.
Maybe I read up on them.
Yeah, with a 21, through your just investigative nature, I'm assuming you picked over corpses and all this stuff.
Oh yeah, I have random dragon pieces.
Yeah. So you know what a blue dragon can do. You saw it shoot a blast of lightning at Carolee and kill her.
Right.
It hurt
Y-
a lot.
You handily trounced a young white dragon in the mountains, and it was not much of a threat to you. And then you fought Zinniandu, the red Dracolich, which that almost took out many members of your party. This one is bigger, which means it's probably stronger and more powerful than Zinniandu, and it's black, which, based on the acid drooling from its mouth, means it probably spits venom of some kind in some capacity. And specifically, you can probably garner that if it gets airborne and strafes at you all, you're in bad times. I'd say you get that at this precise moment.
Okay. But nothing about personality, just the physicality and strategic awareness.
Yeah, your insight was not enough to get anything specific on
Great.
the dragon's
Great.
motivations.
Great. Well, I meant in general, is there reds are crankier, blues silver instead of
you
gold?
do know, I will say, you do know that reds are the most powerful, and the black dragons are just above, are the second least powerful, if you wanted to rank it that way, but all dragons are powerful.
Okay. Cool.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna see what I can do. I might have to answer the door in 2 minutes, but then I'll be right back.
Oh, DoorDash.
Oh yes, it's been a day. So yeah, if nothing else, Spoot's body language should probably be pretty unusual at this point.
Mm-hmm. Which the massive head has kind of come back down and lowered itself, and is just above you as you are prostrate before it.
I'm so nervous. Okay. While I'm collecting my thoughts as both player and Spoot, person and Spoot, could I do a quick look around? Is there anywhere that the party could maybe dash to?
There is the raised road behind you. You're kind of on a raised island, and there are little swampy ups and islands around, and then water.
Large trees?
There's a few large trees.
Love me some large trees. Cool. All right. So the last thing you.
But looking at the size of this dragon and that it is crouched before you, you are confident that at least you and probably a few of your friends are within its arm reach.
Yeah, figured that probably was true. Cool. And the last thing you said to me was that I was told there were no dragons in this part.
Mm-hmm.
Appeal to his vanity.
Yep.
Redirect his rage. Oh boy.
Yep.
Choose words carefully.
Yep. And based on your previous insight, you also can see that the rage he maintained at you when he initially landed seemed false. Like, he's not actually angry.
Okay, interesting. I think I get picking up what you're putting down. I'm just not so sure I nor Spoot are smart enough to know how to defuse this, but I will try.
Try. That's all we can ask.
Try.
I don't think
What was I saying? Oh, sorry. I think I'm gonna wait for the buzzer, but I think it might be time. Okay. Spook will say, gosh, where was I going with that?
You can hear the drool hitting the ground.
There's a lot happening right now. Boom, boom, boom. Fuck me. Is there? God damn it. Okay, sorry. Real quick. What's near us on this side of the swamp? We think lizard folk are around. The hobgoblins are too far to the south, right?
Yeah, the closest thing would be the lizard folk you saw yesterday.
Gotcha. Okay, well, here goes nothing. Tell me, oh Garrox'ometeklan, if I may ask, has there something happened in the east that has made it a less desirable domain?
There is nothing wrong in my dominion.
I know that there have been changes
Why
in the swamp.
are you in this area of my protectorate, of my domain?
I cannot lie to you. I must admit, we were on the way to see the ruins of Ozmak, and I was told that it was outside of your domain and that there were no dragons there, and we were hoping not to incur any, what's the word I'm looking for? Offense by traveling such.
I rule where I will. Your presence as small pathetic things, your existence alone offends me.
I understand, and I know that we are clearly no match for you. It wouldn't even require any effort to destroy us, and I was hoping that we could just not even waste your time by staying clear of your dominion.
Yet I find you here.
A shock to me, I must admit. Had I known, I obviously would have... is it the lizard folk that have changed their dwelling? Have they disrupted the swamp and maybe caused offense to your claim of Lograil?
Lizard
Mucklow?
folk? What lizard folk?
they told us this was their territory and that we had to leave.
Do you speak Draconic?
No.
Then
Damn
you don't understand any of this.
Boy, those are some nice swamp plants over
Hang
there.
on one sec. Look at those big trees. They're not as big as that dragon. It's much bigger.
No, but the dragon is just gargling at me as far as I can tell.
Where was I going with my train of thought?
He just said, what lizard folk?
We were also accosted by some lizard folk not far away, claiming that this was their territory and that we should leave. So I went out of my way further to avoid, certainly not knowing I had led my friends into your territory.
So not only do you trespass, you are cowardly as well.
I thought it better to continue our journey without any interruptions. And
Give me one reason why I shouldn't wipe your pathetic, sad little carcass from existence in one bite.
I'm afraid it would be much too easy for you to do so. I'm not even sure that would be a waste of your talents. Of all the legends I've heard, you're more suited to fight great armies of men than one cowardly turtle.
Armies have fallen before me in the past and will do so in the future.
Oh, I have no doubt about that. I think today is just a small annoyance in the great history of your conquerors. But I'm not sure it's worth your time. Surely you have, I don't know, dragons to fight even. There must be much greater foes in this swamp to keep out.
None would dare challenge me. I am Garrox'ometeklan. I am the Blackened Torment. All tremble in my passing.
Gosh, this is gonna get messy. I apologize again. I had no idea. I thought this domain was under the protection of another dragon.
Ooh!
As I search my notes for the other dragon that we encountered recently.
Balvarex.
Balvarex, I think sounds right. The Wreck Diver.
Is that the name you give?
Apparently I didn't write down his name. Maybe I didn't see it spelled out. Is it Balvarex?
You can just say the Wreck Diver. Dragons generally have titles.
Yeah, I'll just say the Wreck Diver. Is this not?
He would dare claim my swamp now?
I'm about to piss off 2 dragons. Let's go.
2 dragons together.
Let's go, baby.
Kopadrazi, thank you for the follow. Good time to do it.
Stay tuned for the next 5 minutes while the party is still alive.
Oh no.
Oh gosh, where was I going with this? I don't know. Perhaps my sources are incorrect, but obviously I would not willingly venture into your domain. Surely I thought I was staying within the safe protection of...
You see the acid at his jowls like leaks more, and the ground begins to sizzle. And you can see in his dark, little, vicious eyes a gleam of a darkness you cannot describe. And you are just almost terrified in your spots as you see the anger rise in this creature. If you are friends of the Wreck Diver, then my dinner you will be. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Wait, to prove that I am not a coward, I would like to offer to fight the great... Where did his fucking name go?
Blackened Torment.
Garrox'ometeklan in solo combat, and so that he can ignore my friends and let them pass.
Whoa.
Sounds like a poor choice.
He laughs at you and says, I do not make deals with meat. And
Well,
I'm
just...
going to need that initiative. Good try.
All right.
You were doing so well until you said another dragon was in his spot.
I mean, I rolled in the initiative, but if it's not too late, I'm happy to keep chatting and say, no. I misunderstood. He clearly was on the coast, and I'm too far inland.
Unfortunately, you pissed him off. So
He's
going
ugly.
to dive into it. Indeed, you see before you the massive form of Garrox'ometeklan. Who am I missing? Olive, I saw you roll. But I don't have your turn, so let me add it here. 15. Great.
Yeah, I clicked on the party token instead of my own, which doesn't get me anywhere.
And who's going to run Nereus in this moment of battle?
I will. Since nobody
All
else
right.
wants to.
All right.
Defect should. I don't know.
I
Well-
can try. I don't have a sheet though.
You would have to share the sheet.
Yeah, his sheet is on D&D Beyond.
Right. I don't think I was added to the D&D Beyond game because I didn't make my character in it, but let me log in and see.
You're there.
I am there?
Well, I made a great character as a placeholder.
Oh. Yeah, I don't have a...
got unassigned.
I'm not in that campaign. So someone who's in the campaign. Unless you want to add me right now.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Do I have everybody else? Great, cool. Well, ooh, look at that. I think Spoot and Defect, which one of you has the higher dex?
What do you think?
Is it Defect?
I have a +2, 14.
It's Defect by 4.
Well then.
Is Spoot not especially dexterous?
Then Defect, which is appropriate as you have been able to understand this entire conversation in Draconic, as you are the only other party member. Well, I think Nereus speaks it.
He does not.
He does not.
Nope.
So, as the only other party member who fully understands Draconic, you hear all of this back and forth between the two, Spoot and Garrox'ometeklan. And you know that it's time. Like, Spoot said to hold back, but...
Time to rage,
it's
baby.
now that time.
All right. So I will do just that. I will activate rage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. All of a sudden, everyone just hears Defect from behind as he charges forward. Pre-action, winks at Spoot, say, "Hey, that was a good try, buddy." And I'm just gonna swing.
I'll
my
see you in
axe.
Valhalla, says Spoot.
I will be reckless, and let's swing.
Cool.
Oh my God! Yes.
A natural 20 is gonna.
Yeah.
A natural 20 is gonna hit. Amber, I sent
That
you
means
the campaign link.
Oh my God! Another 12. So that's my.
Holy crap, bunnies!
Yeah, baby. You should have.
That is amazing.
That was
So,
really good.
so that is
Best
30,
yet.
36 points of damage.
36. All right, just like
If only you had great weapon
what,
mastered.
1,988 more. If only. But I'm not, because I don't trust my luck. All right, let's do it again.
A
Yeah,
12 will not hit, unfortunately. But you have lashed in with Matter's Bane, whoosh, glancing off a few scales, cutting deep into the thigh, and it growls down at you. Spoot, that brings us to you. Defect is in a rage.
Oh, fuck my life. What have I done?
Spoot, I will say, what you and Greg do know, based on black dragons, is you've heard through stories, and Greg has sort of figured out through their research, straight lines are a bad idea.
Uh-huh.
All right, everyone, line up behind me. Here we go.
Oh man.
Go to our death
Aw,
together.
man.
Straight lines are a bad idea. Great idea. Spoot will step way to the side. Ignore that. Can I stand here? I'm not quite in some brush yet, am I?
You're standing in water.
You're like ankle deep in water there, or like knee deep in water, but you can stand
I
there.
mean, not a blue dragon. I'm fine, right? He says for now. Okay, well, the first thing I want to do is the old tried and failed.
So
Did I leave his threatened area? I'm trying not to. I thought I was staying close enough. If that helps you to know my intention.
It looks like his neck could still reach you. If he,
I mean, if I need
chose
to move 5
bite
feet
you.
forward, I'll just move 5 feet forward. This is an arbitrary
No,
decision to
no,
just
you're
spread out.
you're still in his threatened zone. I'll tell you that.
Good. Yippee. Okay, I'm gonna try divine intervention.
Oh, okay.
I have to think about the wording on this one, don't I? Or I at least can roll it and we'll see.
Yeah. So roll your D100.
Let's see if this actually triggers.
If you
It did not.
if you roll,
No.
yeah, just roll a D100. If you roll an 11 or lower, it works.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
You call out to Farlane to aid you in this moment of dire peril, but you do not get a response. You feel a warm comfort, like an acknowledgement, but that he can't do anything at the moment.
Oh crap! I totally fucked up.
What's that?
Oh yeah, I got some warm comfort. Great. He's like, "I'll see you soon, buddy. It's gonna be okay." Oh no, I was just thinking I fucked up because I meant to save a bonus action for something and I got too far away because it's touch. Okay, well I guess that is it then. I used an action to do that.
All right, that brings us to Olive. Greg, you're on deck.
Yeah.
Spread out is my free action. I say those words in English, in common.
Yeah. Olive's gonna walk over here and try to keep her feet dryish.
Okay.
And she is then going to cast Moonbeam at 3rd level.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that their dragon needs to make a con save.
Right on the dragon.
If it is a shape changer, it makes it with disadvantage.
Okay, what is the DC? 16?
16.
Okay. It succeeds on the con save.
Then it takes 8 radiant damage.
Fantastic.
Takes half. Takes half of 17.
Excellent. And you're concentrating on that?
And I am concentrating on that.
Very cool, very cool. All right, anything else on your turn, Olive?
No.
All right.
No.
We go now to Garrox'ometeklan.
Ow.
All right. It's nice knowing you.
Yep. So, I need everyone except
when
Spoot.
When
Well,
it starts its turn there, it has to make another con save. Every time it starts its turn in the moonbeam.
Oh, it does.
Yep.
It succeeds again.
That's
Okay,
cool.
cool.
That's a cool effect of Moonbeam, though.
It is. That was not what I meant to roll at all. So that's the 2, that's the 3, so that's 22, so it takes 11 more
So
radiant.
11 more radiant. Fantastic. So all of you call down this moonbeam, and it like riffs through a very small portion of this dragon. Doesn't seem to be doing too much to it, but it's definitely hurting it. It just seems to be very hardy and put together, almost as if it is
I'm sure it is.
creature of magic itself.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost if it's a large dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy how that works sometimes.
Yeah, it was worth a try.
Absolutely. All right. So I need everyone, except for Spoot, in this area, which is everyone.
Everyone else? Yep. Didn't move quite far enough, huh?
To make a dexterity saving throw as the head rears back and opens its jaws wide, and a 10-foot wide spray of acid lashes over you all.
My eye!
I'm burnt.
Okay. Grig. Or
Wait for it. Hang on. Where's
Oh.
that thing? The description of that thing. Oh, the belt that I'm wearing.
The girdle of Gronk.
Yep,
I don't know if it affects dexterity saves.
that's what I'm trying to remember. It was a bunch of physical things. I don't remember if it's dex saves. It's not on that. The one set of notes that I didn't open.
I'm also going to need one for Nereus as well.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
Yep. Strength and con saves is what you gain
Yeah,
proficiency
strength
in.
Okay, cool. Ooh, but there is this little thing, resistance to poison damage.
That is good. Except this is acid.
This is acid. Dang it, it's the wrong green thing.
Okay.
Yep.
So, that is a 3 for Olive, an 11 for Greg, a 22 for Defect with a natural
Nat 20,
20.
baby.
Gotta love that. And an 8 for Nereus.
Yep.
So, Defect, you take 36 points of acid damage,
Oh.
which is not reduced because your rage does not affect acid.
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah, that's right. But it's not halved, or is that the halved?
That is halved. Everybody
That
else
is? Oh.
I'm
Takes-
unconscious.
Okay.
73 points of acid damage.
I'm at minus 13.
Ouch.
Damn.
All right. So, in one fell swoop, Grig goes unconscious.
I can't change Nereus's.
That's okay.
Damn.
I'll do that.
Apparently, I can cast spells and do things, but I can't.
Yeah,
change
Nereus gets blasted by it. Grig gets covered in acid, as does Olive. Defect managing to duck out of most of the blow. But that is what it does here. Actually, how much damage did you do on your turn, Defect? You did
My
30.
turn?
You did 36.
36.
On one attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then I need to do something here.
Gasp.
Oh my god.
What?
Everybody take back your hit points.
Oh.
Okay. Did I kill it? Was it a fake black dragon all along?
I fear something worse has happened.
Oh, sorry, so this 36. Okay.
Yeah. So the defect slashes into it. Olive casts her moonbeam on the creature, and the two combined, it shakes its head and shouts, "No!" And the form shrinks down.
Snap.
What?
And instead of a massive black dragon, what you see is a large 10-foot, maybe 12-foot tall troll with a jade circlet around its head, standing where the dragon once did.
Well, that's a relief.
That's amazing. Something was amiss. Wasn't an illusion.
Nope.
Yeah. Indeed, Garrox'ometeklan is gone, and what you see is now this individual.
He's still pretty ugly.
A 10-foot tall troll with a massive jade headband and eyes like rage and fire. And he looks at you all and says, "You'll regret that, you traitors! You pathetic fools!" And instead of acid, he casts a spell and crushes some sort of bug or massive creature. Goo oozes down his hands, and he becomes enshrouded in black vapor and poof, pops out of existence.
What was that? What was that?
He has teleported away.
Sweet.
I'm going to turn to everyone and I'll say, that still counts as a dragon. For us, okay?
It does in
Tell
my
the
book.
story.
It does in my book.
Definitely.
You ran at that thing with no fear. Defect.
What just happened?
Scoot, my friend, you were going to lay down your own life for us.
Wow.
If it was the only way to appease this thing, yes.
One battle with an ancient black dragon.
I don't even know if it would have let you leave, but it was the only thing that I thought I could do in that moment.
That was. I don't even. What just happened, guys? What? That was a. Why wouldn't I?
Moonbeam.
Don't step in that thing. Don't do it.
How'd you do that? What does it do? Does it have like special effects or is it just burn?
Moonbeam.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's all
It
that
does.
you can say now.
Yeah.
Moonbeam.
all it did was cause damage. But had he failed his saving throw, he would have reverted to shape.
Oh, cool.
Reverted to his original form anyway.
That's cool.
Yeah, like yes, it burns with radiant damage, and shape changers instantly revert to their original form.
Cool. So who'd we just piss off if it wasn't a dragon? I mean, it was sort of a dragon. It was mostly a dragon.
It was ugly.
Do I know anything about trolls?
Make a nature check, Spoot. See what you know about
Nature.
trolls in this area.
Oh man.
Nature.
But it is apparently extremely constitutional because
I
with disadvantage it passed.
Would like, right? I would like to add, if I have it available, the know the truth. So a +4 to 16, 20? Dirty 20.
Cool. There are trolls kind of randomly throughout the swamp. They normally just harass lone passers-by or small groups. You've never seen one practice magic before, and you've never heard of one that practices magic. But that was decidedly a troll who somehow was a massive black dragon until Defect did so much damage it couldn't concentrate on it. And then magically disappeared. Teleported away.
Can I roll to see what spell that might have been, or is it too late because...
Polymorph.
You can make an Arcana check.
Can't polymorph into a dragon.
Can't you? What if
I mean, if the
No.
troll saw the dragon and
Can you?
survived, maybe?
No. Polymorph is for beasts.
17. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, both Nereus and Olive would confirm that like it couldn't have been polymorph.
What? You can't. A dragon's not a beast? What's a dragon?
With
then?
a
What?
17
Dragon.
Spoot, you just managed to figure out that the spell that the troll cast when he disappeared was similar to Nereus's teleportation circle, except it's not bound by the circle. It's just a way to teleport away without any kind of runic inscription.
Gotcha. So I can only figure out the latest spell, but I still don't know what the thing that turned him into a dragon was.
You do not.
Interesting.
Maybe it was that thing he was wearing.
He was wearing a thing? Oh, the thing on his head? No. Jade necklace?
Circlet.
Oh yeah, that thing on his head. A circlet is on your head,
That was
right?
it.
Okay. That was Amber being genuinely confused for a second. What's a circlet?
I think in the aftermath, Spoot, a little ashamedly, will recount the SparkNotes version of the conversation that occurred while he thought we were in danger of fighting the actual legendary ancient dragon, Garrox'ometeklan. Mathakalaka.
Garrox'ometeklan.
The medical.
That's what I said.
Gary for short.
Garrox'ometeklan.
Yeah, Gary. Gary
Oh.
the dragon.
Gary.
He also goes by the Blackened Torment, so you know.
Henceforth known as that dude.
Gary.
That dude. Troll dragon.
The Blackened Torment. Gonna put that in the notes. I might owe Garrox'ometeklan an apology.
Or you just go tell Garrox'ometeklan that somebody's impersonating him.
Judging how that conversation... Well, I guess, now I know not to...
You've seen it. You could do ascending.
You're right.
Try it.
Can you determine someone's location if they send you a message? That's the only fear I have. What if he just traces me back? Wiretaps my...
You don't know, but you know that you would be telling an ancient black dragon that you exist.
That I what?
That you exist and are bothering it wherever it is.
I know, that's my other thought. Hey, dude, I know you don't know me, but I totally just kicked your ass, sort of, in another form. But it turned out to be a
Like
troll.
answering somebody's
You should
question
go-
on Reddit with like the wrong answer. They're like,
Oh gosh.
someone. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Recently, somebody was like looking for a tennis place, and someone was like, "Well, have you tried virtual reality?"
Have you tried getting off the internet?
So,
did you just troll us? Is that what happened? I get it now. I get it. I'm done. I've quit. I'm shutting my laptop right now. You trolled us.
You all
dick.
have defeated this troll very quickly as well. You managed to scare it off.
Well done, Defect.
Thanks to Defect being fucking fearless.
Well done, Moonbeam.
Yeah. I mean, it was
What's
really the
nothing,
nat
guys.
20 and
It's
the
another
36
item.
points of damage that caused the saving
Right.
throw, but I wasn't going to rob Sarah of her already done action. So,
But I did some radiant damage in process.
We won't tell her. It's fine.
pardon me.
The more
All done
saves,
with the
the
comic,
merrier.
Yeah. But yeah, so you have defeated this thing. It has disappeared. And now you are exposed here. What are you going to do?
What are we gonna do?
Hey, continue.
Just keep on going.
I don't know. I'm all shook up.
Great.
I mean,
Yeah.
what
Spoot
time
sits
is
down in the water and just starts rocking back and forth.
Spoot, roll a d20 for me.
Oh gosh, I wasn't really rocking back and forth, but this is
No,
kind of funny.
you said it.
Yep, I was apparently.
As you are rolling, kind of rocking in the mud, your left foot sinks in, and you feel a sharp pain as you are bit by some sort of like water snake.
Dang it.
And you take 5 points of poison damage.
Oh, dang.
And 2 points of piercing damage.
Oh my.
Do you need Nereus to suck out the poison?
Yes.
He is resistant.
Nereus is kind of shadowy and indistinct at the moment.
Spoot just sticks his
That's
foot
why I
up
could say
into
his name.
Nereus' face. Ouchies. Half
He
boo boo.
is-
I have fixed it.
I got an owie.
Oh my goodness.
So you
Okay.
you gather up Spoot.
Defect.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Defect comes over, like, puts out his hand and says in Draconic, "Come, warrior,
Thank you.
lead us further."
I mean, I'm not really rolling around in the mud, but I think Spoot was shook. I think he's like had a moment where he's like he doesn't know what to
From the snake bite?
answer from the near-death experience. Because I genuinely believed we
Offering
were all
himself
gonna
up as a
die.
Sacrifice.
And
I
that's
am amazed that happened. I will be happy to tell you the mechanics later, but I am amazed that happened.
that we actually engaged.
No, like I figured there was a
I mean,
high. I figured there was a high chance someone was going to throw a punch or something was going to happen.
Well,
We're not
kudos
very good
to
at diplomacy.
well, but like I said, don't engage. No one did. So
no,
I
yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, you were doing
That's
really
right, that's
well until you brought around that you were on at least cordial terms with one of his rivals.
So,
No, told him I had heard stories that this was his part of the world, but whatever.
Yeah, how he interprets that is, different.
That's true. Just like how I interpreted pitting him against sending his rage somewhere else, and I was like, maybe another dragon. And then but clearly that's not the answer.
It would have perhaps worked had you gone about it in a different way. But either way, you were successful and are able to carry on through the swamp, getting far away from this location as quick as you all can.
Yeah, maybe we should not follow the road for a little bit. I don't know. I'm like watching the skies now, like nervously. But I was told there was no dragon, and that technically was true.
Yes.
Sorry,
True
Mike was going
story.
to say something earlier.
no, I don't know. I forgot.
I'm so sorry. Okay, well, Spook will regain his senses and lead on toward Osmeg.
Away we go.
All right, away you go indeed. So you managed to cover a fair distance in the remainder of the day. That dragon encounter was the big one.
What about this replicate?
What was that? Someone's TV?
It is, yeah. Hang on, I need to shout.
Oh, no worries. Anyway,
Hey.
so you make your way out to a safe enough location where you can put in for a long rest.
Pack Kleist fan.
Yeah, and you can get a long rest in. And throughout your watches, I assume you were still doing watches overnight.
Yes.
Yes.
Nothing occurs during your watches, which is great.
Great.
For the next day, I will need someone to roll me a d20, please.
I'll do it. $17.
Cool. So a bit of rain comes in today, making travel a little more challenging unless you choose to cast Water Walk on yourselves at various times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have that ability.
That's cool.
Yeah, you all had mentioned it
It's
before.
ritual.
Yep. Which allows you to at least walk on top of any watery areas, which if you want to avoid
And
the
I can
roadways...
I can take 10 willing creatures, so as long as you're willing to walk upon water with me,
Mhm.
it's a ritual, so we can keep casting it, and we can all keep walking.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
Are we sure this is gonna work? Oh, this is great.
Oh yeah, we've been doing this. Now the real question is, can we walk on the rain?
Whoa.
As soon as it becomes
science.
groundwater, yes, you can.
Greg's just like,
Greg's like, here, let me see if I can. It didn't work.
Wonderful.
Any liquid surface.
You cast that, and you spend, 10 minutes every hour recasting it on yourselves. And you have no other impediments throughout the next day.
Nice.
Spoot, you know that this is kind of about where your real knowledge kind of fades, and you'll have to start being a little more active in your survival and nature checks to kind of keep your head on, or keep your directions all sorted out. Since you just kind of know the region that Ozmag is in, not the actual area, because nobody's mapped it or anything.
okay. Do I
But
need
you-
to make
But you also know that you're fairly close by. Like, it's probably a couple of days away, maybe.
Oh, nice.
Nothing happens over the next evening. It's another quiet night. The rain probably kept creatures at bay. So the next morning, I need someone to roll me a d20. And Spoot, go ahead and make a survival check.
$29 with a natural 20.
That is
Boom.
fantastic.
I'll roll the 20 again, I guess.
Great.
Sorry. I was
3.
briefly distracted.
No worries. Cool. So, you all are following Spoot, who seems very sure that he's going in the correct direction. And Spoot, you see a few places that, in the distance as you're keeping your eyes out, like that bubbles are coming up from the swamp, and you know that's not a good sign. And so you divert around. So you take a few more circuitous routes, but you end up going through what could have potentially been a very dangerous day with multiple engagements. Like you saw like a massive footprint at some point, and like veered clear of that thing, whatever that was. You saw like signs of like, broken spears embedded in tree trunks, and like, nope, not that way. You picked up on a lot of things and were able to successfully navigate your friends away from these dangers with an amazing survival roll.
Nice.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Cool. So.
Good day.
From like super drama to like super chill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eye of the storm.
Yeah.
and dry feet.
Yep. And you're pretty sure that like you should be entering like the region of Ozmag within the next day or so. So. Good job.
I'll tell everyone to keep their wits about them as we're getting closer. And my knowledge of the area is getting worse.
Got it. I'm known for my perception.
And your
Some
insight.
survival skills.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to learn them, but then the stupid human left, so...
Yeah.
You do have a... Wait, survival skills? If I say you do have a druid and a
Yeah, I know,
swampborn.
but this druid is a new druid. I don't know them as good.
Spook would
Not
gladly...
One, not ready to learn yet.
Spook would gladly teach you. Maybe I should
think
have
Grig
inside
is
checked.
almost there. I think Grig is almost there.
If Grig is curious on our journeys, I'll definitely take any time necessary to...
Spook's survival is slightly higher than Olive's.
I think only by a
Olive-
point.
Olive is not as much of a showboat as Adis was. Adis was like always showing the survivor skills, and so Grig was like,
This way.
Ooh.
That's true.
Yes.
Up until this point, probably Grig could safely assume that my knowledge is because I'm from the swamps.
or you read it in a book.
True.
Very cool, very cool.
Just ripping nowhere.
Cool. Wonderful. So, you all bed down for the night again. Who's taking which watch on these nights, by the way?
I can take the first one.
Okay.
Should I take... maybe the last one? Is there usually...
I gave you a thing.
Oh,
You
that's
have
right.
an
I've got the
object that
thing,
makes
the
you dark
object.
when you want it. For a
Okay,
couple
I just need to
hours,
be
right?
taking off uses of this thing, I think, yeah?
Yeah, just
Uh,
how many you have decreases.
how did I do this?
Screwdrivers.
It's the screwdriver.
I have 8, so assuming how many days have we
your
been
spell
traveling?
storing item. Yeah.
Well, it's only when you cast dark vision with it. So
Yeah.
So yes,
I better say, unless I take like first or last, I probably should be casting it, so.
I'm fine to say you were taking the last watch the last couple of days, so that's fine.
Yeah, that would give me some light of dawn, wouldn't it, in theory?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why it's taken me nearly 100 sessions to realize that the last watch isn't dark.
Yep.
I mean, I suppose it depends on the time of year, but yes.
True, true.
The last watch right now in New York is definitely still dark. let me
Still
tell
dark,
you.
that's true.
So who's taking the second watch and the third watch?
I'll
Go
take
second.
Okay, great.
Or
I'll take third. I don't care.
Right.
Cool. That is fantastic. So the watches go by without any real problem. That is until Grig's your watch. Just make a perception
Yeah.
check for me.
Oops. Wrong button. I will make a perception check.
Yeah.
15. That's better than usual.
Cool. Yeah, so you're looking around, you're pretty confident that like there is nothing in the water that's nearby, because you saw this massive thing come up with the water at you before, and so you're keeping an eye on it. Unfortunately,
Dang it.
you aren't watching the plants.
Oh no, no.
Thanks again.
Somebody's coming for you.
Animated swamp grass.
You are like this bush that was like right next to you slams into you twice with a 24 and a 21 to hit.
Fucking bushes. Both of those hit no matter what I do. Excuse me.
Okay, for a total of 31 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damage, brah.
And you are grappled
Oh god.
and engulfed by the mound.
Not another bush.
Yep. Yeah. So you are blinded and restrained and unable to breathe.
Oh.
Seems bad. Are they
so,
able to yell?
Or with my sentry's rest, do I see this as it happens?
You hear Griggs like, "Oh my god!" and as they get swallowed. So Defect, you come immediately, like come awake in this surprise round, we'll call it.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear Grig outside the tent getting swallowed or engulfed by something. So what do you do?
I will stand up. Guessing that's half my movement.
Yep.
Yell out to everyone that Grig is in trouble. And then I will rage and move out of the tent.
Cool. All right. Yeah, you rage, you move out, and you see no sign of Grig. You do see this large, 12-foot pile of brush that is kind of right next to the tent now. That wasn't there before. And that's what you see.
Okay, I'm trying to think if Defect would be smart enough to put 2 and 2 together.
Make an insight check.
False alarm, everyone. Go back to sleep.
Insight.
Freaking bushes.
Okay,
That's
19.
the-
Okay.
Yeah.
You see a form kicking, and you hear the muffles of of a what's that? It can only be a constrained goblin within this bush. And
Defect says,
you can tell that bush is trouble. It's not good. It's got ill intent.
That bush is
This
dangerous.
is the same bush from before. It's followed us all this way.
For
the
revenge.
bush have come back for revenge.
Shimon.
I'm sorry, so with my movement going out, how much movement do I have left? How far away is this plant now?
You're within reach of it. It's right outside the tent.
Oh, perfect. So I'm gonna be reckless and it's a plant. I can't imagine it has very high armor. So I will also do my weapons master feat.
Okay.
The -5 plus 10.
Sure.
Let's go. Oh yes, that's a net 20, baby.
Yeah. That
Wow. Don't
that hits.
piss off Defect this week.
Nah.
That is another
So that's
Another
10,
crit.
20, 28,
37.
37.
Excellent. All right, yeah, that attack hits.
Great.
So,
Do it again. 21 -5 will be 16.
A 16 will hit. Yep.
Perfect. So another 25 points of damage.
Fantastic.
Turns out it's a troll.
It's a black dragon.
Oh god, turn back, turn back.
Cool. Great. So, Grig, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
that's good. 18.
Fantastic. So you are not you are not crushed more by this creature. However,
That's
you are restrained and grappled.
Okay. Does that mean I can't try to get out, or just that it's at disadvantage?
It is at disadvantage, but you can attempt to
But
wriggle out of this thing.
Okay, but I can also get I also, because I have the Gronk's belt of the green shard, I have proficiency on athletics, and I get advantage on athletics checks. We're trying to break out an athletic check. So
Either
straight-
athletics or acrobatics. It's your choice.
Okay, this would at least be a straight roll then, if I do athletics,
Okay.
because it cancels out. 15?
All right. You push your way and you feel the belt enhance your muscles. It's the first time you've really used the belt. And you push out and you're able to claw your way out and plop on the ground right outside of the creature.
All right. I like to imagine that one of the first things Grig learned was how to say "stupid bush" in Draconic.
It is now the bush's turn. It's going to attempt to smack up on Defect. That's a 17 and a 10 to hit you, Defect.
What's a miss?
Okay. Then, yeah, it tries to slam in you, but you stand strong and you take no damage from its massive form trying to roll over you. Defect, it's your turn. Go for it.
Let's do the exact same thing again. Reckless, -5 plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15 just hits.
Perfect. So that's 19 points of damage. And for my second swing.
Great.
Oh, wow. That's 17 to hit for 29 points of damage.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. Good job. Greg, that brings us to you.
Hey, that's great. I'm gonna firebolt it. It's a 20 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, plus my d8, right? Because we didn't... Yeah, it's not added on this platform. 18 plus 4, 22. Fire. Foof. Whoosh.
Cool. You hurl your firebolt at it. It kind of doesn't burn as much as you was hoping it would. And you realize it's live, wet bush in a swamp. It appears to be resistant to fire damage, apparently.
Ah! Infuriated.
I'm just adding to the list of things Spoot forgot to tell them that they might find. Oh yeah, and there's these plants that you can't burn.
The pile of brush just sort of like begins to back away and sloughs off into the darkness.
Oh. And stay gone!
Retreating from your vicious assault.
Olive rolls over and grumbles in her
I was about to
sleep.
say, did we even wake up for this?
No. Yeah.
Now everyone else can make a perception check.
This is amazing.
At disadvantage. Olive in true form stays asleep. Spoot wakes up.
God.
Spoot is very awake and very concerned.
Nereus is also asleep.
Nereus is also asleep. Spoot, you wake up and go outside and see this massive bush just leaving your very limited vision without dark vision in this moment. Just going away, but you see your two friends right there.
Oh no! Not a... Do I know what this creature is?
Make a nature
Not
check.
a plant.
Not a shambling pile of wet plant. 18.
I really love the word shambling.
Actually, shambling pile of wet plants pretty close. It's a shambling mound.
I knew it! I knew it!
Yep.
I mean, I knew it. Spoot also knew it because he rolled an 18.
Yep. I love them. I think they're great.
No! Greg, I'm so sorry. I should have warned you about this.
Why are there always plants? Why do they always kill me? Why are plants always trying to kill me? I would pick a dragon over a plant any day.
Are you okay? I'm medicine check.
Fine. Fine. Everything's fine. I'm going to bed.
I'm medicine check anyway.
I'm hurt as F.
Yeah, Greg is looking rough.
Slimy.
Okay. Let's see if I prepared cure wounds or if it's a healing word night.
Oh, I'm gonna go to bed. It's fine.
I know. I did prepare cure. I just, if as Greg passes me, I will pat them on the shoulder and hit him with a little cure wounds.
Fantastic. Easy enough to do.
There you go. Very nice. Thank you. Stupid
Maybe you can
plant.
sleep a little easier now.
Ugh.
Glorious.
Always the plant with Greg, I say to Defect.
Yeah, what the
And it just
turned
turns space like,
into
I don't get it.
Who what's it, and then the animated bush, and now this shambling mound.
I should have warned them, but I really didn't think we'd encounter them. They're pretty rare. Well, at least where I come from. Maybe more common here. Wait, who's next in the watch, actually, now that I think about it? Now that Craig's going to bed.
It would be you.
It's you,
It's
yeah.
you.
Okay, so Spoot will take a moment to have a private word with Defect and say thank you again for yesterday. And that's it. I'll take the watch.
Okay. Yeah.
Defect nods and says, "Nothing to thank me for. You did what you've always done and laid down your life for us. True warrior spirit."
Well, I'm certainly glad it didn't come to that, because Spoot's going to take a pause because he knows this is going to sound mushy, but he's going to say, I am very glad to be traveling with all of you.
Defect, hinting just a speck of mushiness in that, would just like punch him really hard in the shoulder and be like, "Cool," and like, just like I don't know, shuts off.
The real
Goes inside the tent and shuts off.
The real defect is the toxic masculinity we found along the way.
Oh.
Oh,
no.
Oh,
Not
harsh.
toxic masculinity, just
No, it's adorable.
Repressed.
they hate the mushiness.
It's adorable.
Repressed mushy
That was
stuff.
actually incredibly cute. So.
It was super cute.
I'm gonna keep that as-
No, it's all good. So, the day comes. Good enough. No worries. Spoot, you're pretty sure that today will be the day that you enter the region of Osmag and hopefully find the ruins of the city proper. Which, according to all the legends you've heard, by the way, there's supposed to be like a blackened spire that sticks up in the middle of it. So keep your eyes cleared for that. And
Could
hopefully...
I...
Mhm.
Oh, so sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. Go for it.
This may not matter right now, but could I... I'm wondering if I could proposition to bend a rule, but tell me if it's not acceptable. I gotta find...
I mean,
There's a spell. There's a spell component that I don't have, but the ingredients are all like herbs and things, but it has a gold amount. Could it be something with time that I could find, or is it hard and fast that I need to have purchased something?
What is the spell?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it now. Oh god, can't remember what level it is. I know. I can't remember what level it was. Oh, here it is, 6th level. True Seeing, and is an ointment for the eyes that costs 25 GP, but it's made from mushroom powder, saffron, and fat consumed by the spell. I'm assuming because of the gold, it's like something that has to be made specifically by.
Yeah, it needs to be made by someone trained in the crafting of the item. It's not just stuff you can.
Gotcha.
Find.
Okay, cool. After I read that, I was like, oh, that would have been really helpful with that black dragon thing. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Spoot will, do his usual morning meditation, maybe spend a few extra minutes meditating, because today could be the day, and then wake the others and give them a little heads up that if things go well, we should arrive in Osmag by the end of the day.
Totally. Yeah, go ahead, roll your survival check, and someone can roll a d20.
Oh my gosh.
Another nat 20. So many nat 20s tonight.
That means we're gonna die.
Yeah.
I got a 12.
Okay. Yeah, the swamp is humid and moist, but the air is dry. Like there's no rain clouds. It's a clear fall day. Small little bite to the air, but it's still humid and hot. And you are confident you know the way to go, Spoot. And as you all set out, that's where we're going to take our short little 5-minute break here. We're going to take a short rest, and we will be back in about 5 minutes. Thank you all for being here with us for this first half. Thank you, Copo Drazi, for giving us a follow and being active in chat. Thanks for the lurk. And Coaster Board, thank you for popping in. And yes, we are coming up to episode 100 shortly. in 2 weeks. So the 14th of December will be episode 100 of Nuuli Forged, which is going to be exciting and hopefully eventful. We'll see what they get up to and if they survive the journey.
Oh no.
It would be good closure, wouldn't it?
That'd be great. And at the end of episode 99, everybody dies. Episode 100 is just rolling new characters.
Oh my gosh, how terrible would you be?
That would be horrible. That would be so bad.
It'd be funny though.
It would be a
funny.
choice. You know.
It would be, as they say, poetic irony. I don't think anybody says that. I think I mashed together poetic justice and irony. But whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think that's a phrase that Defect thought he learned somewhere.
Oh, there you go. But anyway, hello. We are going to take a short 5-minute break. We're going to take a little short rest here, and we'll be right back, picking up as our adventurers venture forth into the swamp of Lograil. So thank you all, and we'll be right back. Hello, everyone. We are back. Thank you for joining us. Unfortunately, Amber had to duck out for the rest of the evening, so Greg will also be a little bit shadowy and indistinct. And I'm sure Matt will be with us shortly once he finishes his bio break. So you're all heading your way towards the swamp. Spoot is in the lead. It's all going very, very well. And you all end up kind of in an area of the swamp that is more predominantly filled with like the occasional odd building that's torn open off on one side, a bit of wall here and there. You see Spoot clearly navigates you away from like crocodile nests and like snake pits, and you hear and see like massive snakes in the distance, and you avoid them expertly. But
We're seeing ruins now.
yeah, decidedly so. And
Yeah, I'm sorry. Does Spoot tell us what we're looking for at all? Are we looking for something specific?
well, let's find out.
Marker, building?
Hey, there he is. So
We
Spoot,
found some ruins.
Yay!
yeah, you are decidedly in an area that is more ruined, I guess. Bits of wall, parts of building, foundations, destroyed bridges. You navigate your friends away from various pitfalls like crocodile nests and viper colonies and all this other stuff.
Shambling mounds.
Yeah, you avoid many a thing here. But yeah, you are in a an area that shows more signs of like a destroyed civilization.
Cool.
I would like everybody to just make a wisdom check for me.
Generic wisdom.
Yeah.
Olive is very wise.
Great, cool. So, Olive and Spoot, you can sense that there's something wrong in this area. Something that goes against nature and life. You get a sense, like, Spoot, you've always been told, like, there are dead things that walk near Osmag, and it might be true now that you're, like, in the area. You are a cleric attuned to life. You don't like the undead. You fought them before. You recognize this feeling, decidedly. That it's just sort of nothing specific, but that it's just that kind of general feeling that there's undead in this area, or has influenced this area in some way.
We see any swamp life that's not, crocodiles and giant snakes that are trying to kill us if we get too close? Do we see any neutral swamp life?
Make a perception check.
16.
Yeah, you managed to see a little family of like possum in a tree, or at least one hanging like upside down from a tail.
I would like to chat with them.
Okay.
Hey there, friends.
So you cast Speak with Animals,
Speak with animals.
and you're using a spell slot, or are you going to try a ritual? Because it
No,
might.
I was going to try to ritual cast it.
Okay, it might run off while you're trying to cast it, but
Oh, that does take some time, doesn't it?
10
Yep.
minutes.
yep. It's up to you.
It might run off, huh?
I mean, it is. It is. They're not moving, but who knows?
I don't have to be that close to it to talk to it, so I'm going to stay pretty far away while I while I ritual cast.
Great. Just go ahead, roll a persuasion check.
Yeah, I'm super persuasive. I rolled a 2.
Cool. So, yeah, you're going about setting your ritual, and at some point, while you're not looking at it during the ritual, the possum wanders off.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Spoot, are we looking for something specific?
Well, I was told. Oh, are you asking the party or?
I guess you. Or were we all told what to look for?
Yeah, I should speak up tonight. So I was told. This is Spoot talking. The legends say there's a black spire at the center of Osmag, or just that signifies you have reached Osmag.
Yeah, the center, yeah.
Okay, at the center of Osmag. I think we are very close. There is something about this part of the swamp that is not normal. I don't think that the dead are resting here. So that other part of the legends seems to maybe be true.
And Jared, just kind of looking through the ruins, is it clear which way it is to get to the center?
Do we see said spire?
You can all make a perception check.
Oh, still feeling very perceptive. Not persuasive, but perceptive. 18.
Great.
22.
Nice.
5.
Glorious. Spoot. Indeed, just over tree lines. You don't see a spire in and of itself, but you think you know based on, like, these ruins are kind of like if an outside town was, like, nearby a city. So you think you're in the right area. But just above treetops, you see a slight glint. It's hard to see because the trees are, like, dense, kind of off of this patch of the swamp. Once you get through this area, could be the tip of a spire, maybe.
Okay, I will point in the direction of where I saw what could be the spire, and say, I think we need to head in this direction, but we are certainly within the boundaries of an area that is foul. And I think we should definitely be on the lookout.
We've been in the swamp for days.
Spoot cast a bit of a side eye. There are more dead things perhaps here than living. I wonder if you felt it also.
Nah.
Was it really just me? Oh, I thought that Olive had also had a sense of it when we did our wisdom check.
Olive felt it too.
Oh, yeah.
You felt it more of like a disturbance of nature.
Right. Okay.
I think we should certainly keep our eyes open for anything of that nature. And yeah, let's maybe move with caution toward the direction of the spire. Is it possible?
Have some pass without a trace.
Or, like, could we just move at a more, I don't know, slower, stay alert? I don't know if that's even a mechanical thing.
Yeah, sure. If you want to move at half pace, it'll give you some bonuses. Like if you could stealth and move.
Can I ritual cast this? Oh, that'd be great. No, I cannot. Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah, let's keep going.
Okay, cool. So you keep heading through this area. And as you are progressing, there's like a little bit of shade kind of comes over from the swamp. The sun goes behind a cloud. And what's everybody's passive perception these days?
14.
13.
28. Oh, sorry, I was reading Adis's passive. 15.
Cool. Yeah. So Spoot, as you're going along, you notice there's bugs, like fireflies are out or something.
Oh, that the end? That's it?
Yeah,
There's some bugs.
There's bugs, there's fireflies out. And then you notice that they're you thought they were just fireflies, but they're blinking out of sight. They're turning invisible, or they're leaving this dimension, or they're otherwise hiding themselves.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? Is
Invisible
it?
fireflies.
Anyway, is it in getting into the evening? Is this a time that's even normal to see the fireflies in the swamp?
No, it's mid-afternoon, midday, just after midday.
That is odd, says Spoot aloud. Do you see the fireflies over there? Or at least what I believe to be fireflies?
Yeah, we've been walking in a cloud of bugs for days. Are those weird? Do you not normally have fireflies here?
It's not really the time of day for these insects, I don't think.
Fair.
So I think they're either turning themselves off or they're going invisible. As a weird test, I would like to cast light on my shield and point it in the direction of the fireflies.
Yeah, you do so. Pew! Your shield becomes a source of illumination. And you see before you nothing. There's no glint of light off of firefly bodies or chitinous exoskeleton of any kind. And that's when you realize there's no mosquitoes here. There's no humming of anything.
Oh, it's not like the normal sounds of the swamp.
Of the swamp, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Do
you hear that? I say to Olive.
I don't hear anything.
I know.
Yeah.
That is a little odd. There's not even the humming of insects in the distance.
Yeah. Olive, does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
I believe a 13 misses Greg. But a 15 just gets Nereus. A 5 will miss Spoot, but a 23 will hit Spoot.
Hit who?
Spoot.
Oh, I had 2 attacks. Okay.
Yeah, there were 2 attacks on you. Because you're in the lead, and you've got a big shiny shield.
He
So
just has to beacon upon it.
So those of you who get hit suddenly get shocked by lightning as little glowing balls of energy appear in front of you.
Ow!
Well, that's not a firefly.
And yeah. And Spoot, you take 12 points of lightning damage. Nereus takes 12 points of lightning damage.
He's resistant to it.
Great, then he takes 6. And Olive, you take 12 points of lightning damage. And I'm going to need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative for me. ahead, select your tokens before you roll.
Dang it! Why am I rolling so high on initiative?
Yeah, that's great.
Nereus rolled a 15, and I can't select his token.
Great. I meant to.
Yeah, we all rolled
Do that.
15. Crazy. Then I guess Greg has to roll too.
Yep. I just gave you control of their token. I think defect. You might have to reload
I see it.
your
Yep.
page.
I got it right here.
And Sarah, you should now be able to see and control Nereus's token.
Yes. Accurate.
Excellent. So Nereus had a 15. That's great. The fun part of DMing. Let's see. Let me just check something. I believe Defect is still the leader in the dexterity department.
Well, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Even over Nereus?
Nereus is a +2. to
Nereus
his
has a
dex.
+2. But since he's not here, I'm going to say Defect gets to go before him.
Cool. Is there a map?
There is. Just a moment. Let me
Mm-hmm.
bring you to the map. Dun-dun-dun.
Okay. I have never seen these before.
Indeed. What you see are little glowing orbs that are starting to shock you.
Uh-oh. I have. In a different life. I nearly killed a...
And it is their turn. They rolled really well on their initiative roll.
Awesome.
So, let's see. Let me just check their speed.
Dang it, I
here.
knew I should have prepared rubber.
The spell rubber.
It's situational. Wink, wink.
Oh god, that I don't even want to know.
I learned it from Adis.
I actually highly doubt that.
Huh?
Adis was a married man. He didn't have to worry about birth control.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, these almost incapacitated the party of that one time I played the Furbolg Druid. I once played a Grig type character who was curious and touched a lot of things and saw something very similar to this and touched it and activated like half a dozen of them.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I see 5.
indeed.
It was just like this. Don't touch them.
Too late. I think they're trying to touch us.
Yeah, yeah.
Seven. Cool. All right. Okay. So. A 19 hits you, Spoot?
That is my armor class. Yep.
Okay, you take 7 points of lightning damage as another creature, colored balls, swarm around you. However, a 13 will miss as another swarm becomes visible. A 21 will hit for 7 lightning as another one becomes visible. An 11 will miss Nereus.
Accurate.
As a group pops into there.
Oh God.
I believe a 16 will hit Greg. As another pops in. For 10 lightning damage to Greg. A dirty 20 will hit Greg for another 11 lightning damage. Did we lose Mike?
Lost Mike.
Oh no!
Bad. Well, hopefully he comes back. A 20 will hit Olive for 13 lightning damage.
Sure will.
A 14, a 10, and an 11 will all miss Defect. But he certainly notices as more of these things swarm around him. And then a 19 will hit Spoot for 11 lightning damage. A 17 will miss Spoot. A 10 will miss Nereus. A 7 will miss Greg. A 17 will hit Olive.
Yes, it will.
For another 10 lightning damage.
Ow.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, as you all see, so many of these bright colored lights.
I'm going to ask a dumb question. Each one of the tokens is not actually 3, right? One token is 1.
It represents one creature, yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just making sure we weren't fighting some kind of a Hydra equivalent.
Right.
Yeah.
And they are flying creatures?
They do appear to be hovering on above the ground, yes. And it would be Defect's turn, but Mike has apparently had a connection issue.
Is he on Spectrum?
Huh. I believe so.
Yeah, that's who we're on now. But
yeah. Oh my, all of us, we might be frozen entirely, actually, according to the stream.
oh, so we can see each other, but the stream is frozen.
I was going to say, you're not frozen to me.
No, but the stream is not acting up.
Gotcha. Cool.
Okay, we are still moving according to I've Got It. So that's good, at least. All right. Great. Wonderful. So then, thank you, I've Got It. I'm glad you can see and hear us.
You can play for Defect.
Yeah. So we'll come back to Defect and move on to Nereus.
Cool. Nereus is going to... How big is this cube? Nereus is going to... Yeah. Nereus is going to cast Control Winds and create a downdraft in a 100-foot cube.
Okay.
And any flying creature must make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Oh, great. And how big of a cube?
100-foot cube.
Awesome.
Really big cube.
Thank you, baby.
Oh, sounds like we have Mike.
Yeah, I thought I
back.
heard Mike. Hey!
He's that fabulous black square.
He is. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Hey.
sorry about that, guys. The internet just dropped. I lost complete connection.
I understand.
No worries.
Sorry. What did I miss?
We're all dead. No, I'm just kidding. That's getting too easy to say these days because it's all too real. Nothing really Nereus cast. We just went to Nereus next.
I'm sorry, I see a lot of balls now.
Yeah,
more appeared.
a lot more appeared and shocked you all.
Oh yeah, did you drop out when the damage was being dealt?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, we got hit a lot.
Pretty much missed
One of us
everything.
got electrocuted.
Yeah, we all got a little shocked, and every time we got shocked, another one appeared.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Defect, you didn't take any damage, but Greg did take some.
Okay.
I think they took about... which ones was it? I think they took 21 total lightning damage.
21. So
Yeah.
okay.
All right, cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 strength saving throws.
Yep.
They're not. It's not even. I don't think it's even possible for them to do this.
For them to pass? This little moment reminds me of an antidote I saw somewhere.
No. Even on a natural 20, they only roll a 15.
Oh wow!
So all the
knocked
lights.
prone.
Oh, is that what it does?
Yep. Knocks them prone.
Cool. This was a spell?
Yep.
Cool. The spell has no effect. The balls of light remain hovering in the air. And
You just took her joy away.
and are
I
not
saw
knocked
it.
prone.
I saw it leave.
Anything else on Nereus' turn?
Every time a spell fails, a DM gets his wings.
Nereus is going to sit down and cry.
Okay.
But don't stand in the water, Nereus.
Oh, he's going to stand up and cry because he's not going to sit down, but
Excellent. All right.
Damn.
Nereus cries. So back to Defect. Defect. All these things have appeared. What would you like to do?
Yikes. Let's swing at this one here.
All right, go for it.
I will activate Rage. I will be Reckless.
Sure.
Am I feeling lucky? Not this turn. I don't know if they have high AC or not. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. -5, +10. I'll do the Weapons Master feat.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. So a 15 to hit.
A 15 does not hit.
Uh-oh. Okay, second swing.
Your axe just swings through some of the light balls.
Gotcha. 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
20 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, you knock out a few of the lights, and they go away. Cool. All right, cool. Yeah, each of these little glowing lights is doing a thing. Spoot, we go now to you. You have many of them surrounding you.
I sure do. Spook will say out loud to the party, perhaps we should try to leave this area, and we'll cast the old tried and true Spirit Guardians. Let's see if the little turtles can take on the little balls of lightning.
All right, we'll get some Spirit Guardians action going on. Fantastic. Bonk. And so you're concentrating on that. Cool, cool.
That was a spell.
Yep.
I can't decide now. I should just stand here for a moment. Yeah, I'm going to say everyone maybe try to run past me and get out of the balls. Maybe I can hold them back. And that will be my action.
All right. Then we go to Greg with Olive on deck.
Yep. And look through Greg's spells real quick.
Nearest spell had no effect.
And what was that spell you cast? Because I missed it.
Control winds.
Control winds.
Yep. So
It's going to take them all out.
the winds blew mightily and like blew around it, but the lights just kind of wavered a little bit, but did not. But nothing else happened to them.
Are they in fact magical? Feeling kind of silly now that I didn't prepare a certain spell today.
So what is Grig going to do?
Grig. Man, this is crazy. Okay, Grig will do this. Grig will unleash Tomper. Trying to remember, do I just do it? Is my action to build Chomper?
Yeah, it's a bonus action to produce Chomper.
Okay, bonus action. So I will produce Chomper.
Okay. We'll add yet another little thing on the map here.
My frame rates are dropping.
This would be the healing Chomper.
Okay.
And then as an action, if I remember, I can have Chomper cast a healing spell, right?
I think it's actually the other way around. I think it's a bonus action to pull out the Chomper, and it's a bonus action to activate Chomper. So you can't activate it on the same turn.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, so bonus action, I'll build it, and for my action,
let me just double check that real quick here.
I just have so much going on Grig's character sheet. I can't find it.
No, it is an action to produce the cannon, and bonus action. And a bonus action to activate the cannon. So yep. So
excellent. All right, so let's do that. I can freaking find it. Is it Eldritch Cannon?
Oh, I might not have given you the token.
I do. That's it. I need a token.
Great. There we go. You should have it now.
There is Chomper. Yes. Okay.
Great.
And I'll cast Protector.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got? Oh, it didn't come up.
There you go. All right, everybody gets 5 temporary hit points if they're within 10 feet,
Yay.
which is everybody. All right, so that is Greg's turn.
That's it. Yep.
All right, Olive.
Olive is going to what is Olive going to do? Olive is still trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this Olive is going to God, this screen is hard to look at with all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Olive is I think just gonna whack the nearest one.
All right. Which one are you going to whack?
The one to my left.
All right. Yep, you hit it.
For 22 for 5 bludgeoning damage.
So you cast Shillelagh as part of this?
Yes.
Cool. That matters, believe it or not.
I bet it does.
Very cool, very cool, very cool. All right. Anything else, Olive?
Um, no, because that's a bonus action and an action.
All right.
Um,
Then we go back to these creatures, who must now make wisdom saves against Spoot's guardians. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Spoot, what is your DC? You bloody bastard walked away. Get back! Come back!
Come back.
So sorry.
They're making saves against your thing. What is your save?
Oh, sorry. It's 18, I believe.
18.
Hang on, let me double check. It might be 17. 17.
17. Great. Fail, success, fail, 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 success. 2 of them succeed. 11 of them fail.
Love that. All right, so I get to cast my damage.
Mm-hmm.
Radiant. 18 radiant damage.
ooh.
Ooh. Nice.
Did anyone actually move or like away out of the area, or everyone just like stay put and try to fight these
Stay
things?
put.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
see what happens when I take the spirit guardians with me. I don't know. Maybe we kill them. Who's it?
Yeah, you see all of them like the turtles just like do massive damage to these things, swimming through them and pretty much destroying the one the group that was in front of Olive that Olive just attacked.
Wow. All I do is whack him with a stick. So
It was an insulated item, though. That was a smart move.
The ones Defect had attacked or destroyed.
We're not insulated, but non-conductive. You know what I meant.
Cool. And this one succeeded.
So 9, I think, on all the succeeds.
Yeah, which were only 2. So these are all very like sad little things. So 5 of them are going to attempt to shock you, Spoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An 18 hits you? Question mark.
No.
But a 20 does.
Yes.
You take 6 points of lightning damage. 2 of them go after Nereus. A 16 would hit Nereus, unless he uses shield.
sure, he uses a shield.
All right, so just
Thing he can do.
keep track of that as a spell slot.
Yeah.
So then both of those attacks will miss. 3 of them attempt to shock Grig. 2, 3. I think a 15 will hit Grig, unless they shield.
Yeah, that's shield. That's a reaction, right?
Yep, reaction. So
Yeah.
red shield, ping, avoids that damage. And then 3 of them go after Defect to attempt to shock him. Does a 17 hit you, Defect?
No.
Cool. But a natural 20 does.
Mm-hmm.
You take 22 lightning damage.
Okay.
And that is their turn. Defect, it is your turn.
All right. Let's swing for this one right here.
Okay, go for it.
I'll be reckless, but I will not be doing the weapons master feat.
Okay.
Watch me roll it nat 20.
An 18 will miss.
18.
An 18 will miss.
Wow.
They're
They are
tiny.
dexterous.
They're tiny
They're
little
tiny.
things.
I get it. Yeah, they're tiny little things. All right, let's do it again. 27.
27 will hit for 12 points of damage from a magical axe. All right, and that will bring us then to Nereus with Spoot on deck.
Nereus is going to reach out and grab the nearest one
Okay.
and do a shocking grasp on this one to his right.
This guy?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Nereus reaches out, grabs hold, and energy, lightning courses through it. It has no effect on the creature.
Cool.
Anything else from Nereus?
He's gonna just walk over here. Push past the thing, having grabbed it and at least pushed it out of his way and walking past it. And it will probably zap him as he walks by.
Yep. 5 of them are going to try to zap him.
Oh yeah, look at that, 5 of them. Yep.
But none of them will hit.
Great.
That brings us to Spoot.
Vamonos! Spoot will probably take a lot of.
You
Attacks
did
of
notice that
opportunity.
your turtles hurt them.
Yeah. I mean, the plan was to stay in place and hurt these things, and other people get out of the spot. But let's see, how can I move and get all of them without taking more than one attack of opportunity? Probably not. Oh, I got attacked one round, right? I did not roll my con check. I hate to be that guy to possibly ruin my day, but
Okay, yeah, make a con save. You just got to beat a 10, I think.
con save, yeah. God help me, I hope I can.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
fine.
great. We're
Oh,
so
yeah.
good. All right. Honestly, I'm taking more of a risk moving and risking attacks of opportunity just to hit the 3 remaining ones, so I'm going to stay put. And I'm going to cast as a bonus action Mass Healing Word.
Okay.
To everyone gets a paltry, measly 6.
All right, everybody
healing
gets
damage.
6. Fantastic.
And as an action, I want to see if I can beat up on one of these things with my shillelagh stick. Just kidding. With a little Sacred Flame.
All right. Which
I
one?
don't know. Pick the one in the center. Sure, that looks like a good one. Below the name Spoot is the one I'll target.
All right, go for it.
The one between us.
Dex save 17, 20 radiant damage. Wow. We have just proven that they are dexterous, though, so this could fail.
Yes, with ease, they just kind of go around the beam of
Just
radiant light that you
quick,
hurl at
while I'm
them.
distracting them, says Spoot.
That will bring us to Grig.
All right. First, I will cast a little bit of temp healing magic here.
Okay, everybody gets 10 temporary hit
10.
points, except for Nereus.
Ooh.
Right. And Grig will also, let's see. Grig is right there.
Yep, in the midst of all the turtles and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah. It's a little busy there.
Good missed.
And Grig will cast. I always like to cast firebolts with Grig. It is tried and true. Grig is going to help defect and cast at this guy that he was hitting with his axe.
Okay, go for it.
There it is.
There it is.
24 will hit.
Nice for 15 fire damage.
Yeah, so Greg shoots their firebolt, and it is not as effective as they were hoping. It definitely washes over the creatures, but they seem not to be bothered by it that much.
Methinks that they're resistant to everything.
Who knows?
Except
Except for turtle power. Yeah, okay.
That brings us to Olive.
Sweet, sweet swamp magic.
Unless Greg wants to move.
Oh,
No, it's fine.
Yeah, that does
Olive
seem...
is going to put both hands on her fancy quarterstaff and whack it with a stick.
All right. And which one are you whacking?
The one between me and Spoot.
All right, cool. An 18 will miss.
Cool.
Yeah, they're just so small, and they just kind of woof, like when you try to hit a fly with a fly swatter. These little orbs of annoyance are just that. Anything
Cool.
else, Olive?
No. Yeah, why not? Olive is going to push past. Oh, that's a dead one. And come out here. So she
okay.
she left one.
Yep. But that one had already used its reaction after Nereus left, so you're good.
Yeah.
All right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 are going to make... All right. 1. So go ahead, Spoot. Roll your damage for these.
Woot woot. That is... Yeah. Wow.
Cool.
So it does say, as Sweet will comment, that it does appear that they are only taking more damage from radiance than they are from other sources.
Yeah. So Spoot, many more of them saved, but it doesn't matter because most of them only had very few hit points left. You see just all the lights around you begin to blink out, bit by bit. Ping, 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 ping. And as they do, Spoot, you hear little screams.
Oh no!
Yep.
Oh no! You're killing Spoot slowly from the inside. I was like, why is it only radiant damage? Usually the only things that are susceptible to that are Spoot's eyes get big.
Yep. You hear a little ah.
Oh no.
Pardon me. As you get them. But the 4 now that remain are going to go after people.
Cool.
So a 13 will miss Spoot. A 9 will miss Krieg. A 15 will miss Defect. And a 7 will miss Defect. Defect, it is your turn.
Okay. Same thing after this guy here.
Yep.
Reckless, swinging my axe. A 20 to hit.
A 20 will hit, and you will knock out these lights, and they are no more. And you hear...
Excellent.
Oh no.
I'm gonna shift over to here.
Okay,
And I'm going to attack this one that's right next to Greg
go for it.
for my second attack.
Mhm.
That's a 25 for 15 points of damage.
As they disappear.
Excellent. That's his turn.
That brings us to Nereus. Spoot, you're on deck.
Nereus is pretty sure this isn't going to work, but has not much else to do. He's going to send a gust of wind at the one near Spoot.
Okay, what does that do?
It moves. A medium or smaller creature must succeed on a strength saving throw or be shoved.
How much?
18. Sorry.
No, how far is it shoved?
Oh, 5 feet.
All right. So this little cluster gets blown away 5 feet that direction. All right. Anything else from Nereus?
Nah.
Okay,
Nereus
Spoot.
ain't got nothing he can do against us about these.
Okay, Spoot's gonna leave now. Spoot is a little sad that he's possibly destroying the souls of people or whatever's going on, and does not like the screams.
Spoot, at this moment, make a religion check.
Oh God, do I have to renounce it? 22.
With a 22, these things, whatever they are, they're offending you, and they are decidedly. You're pretty sure the lightning these things are generated are the energy of like souls or something that or life that they have consumed. You're pretty sure these are like undead things.
Okay, good deal. We should kill them all then. All right, back to plan A. Stand your ground!
I've got it. The Death Cleric transformation begins again.
It is. So it's going to be sudden and abrupt when it snaps. Okay, what can I do? What can I do? Let's see. We'll do... I don't want to do another mass healing word, because I think we'll live through this encounter.
If you take a step toward us, you can grab that one more orb.
Yeah, that is actually the plan now that most of the ones near me are dead and won't attack me.
All right, so you can grab both of you and your thing and move down. Great.
That should get everything now.
Yep, it does.
And I'm gonna say, gosh, I want to get like super hardcore on their ass. So the one that's on the far north side of us.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna. Oh no! I'm so sorry. The one that's on the far south side of us. The one that both of our party members are at. I'm gonna hit it with some guiding bolt.
All right, go for it.
Holy, holy, holy!
A 19 just hits.
Oh my God! Thank Farlane.
And this group of bolts is blasted by radiant energy, taking 14 points of radiant damage, and they are all kind of glowing a little better and seem easier to hit.
Finish him off if you can, and I'll take care of this other one.
That brings us to Greg.
Right. Greg. Let's do this. Let's have Greg, because there's only trying to make sense of all this. Just this one left, right?
There's one up north. Too.
Okay, and then there's I see. Greg will come to this one. With their dagger, which I imagine is just a wrench that's been sharpened down at one end.
Right.
That's amazing.
Extra sharp screwdriver.
Right. And we'll stab at the...
Cool. An 18 will miss. The guiding bolt gave advantage.
That's right.
Although defect would have also granted advantage to them. But an 18 misses, unfortunately, and the dagger harmlessly cuts through the air.
As a bonus action, we'll have Chomper grant another set of temporary HP.
All right.
6.
If
you need it.
if you had less than 6, you now have 6. If you
Yeah.
had more, then you have that.
Oh, did I get? Okay.
That brings us to Olive.
Olive is going to use. Olive's going to swat at the air.
Yes, unfortunately, a 17 will miss. All right. That brings us. Spoot, your turtles barrel into these last 2 groupings, and just, and you hear no, as the last 2 groups of
Fire.
floating lights dim and go out.
Hilariously, the only thing I didn't hear from all that was whatever sound they made when they died, but that's okay.
Just light little screams of
Oh gosh. Spoot's like hardened now. He's like
anguish, like screams of like a tortured soul.
Spoot will say a little prayer, like as he would at a funeral for the tortured souls that were captured in these horrid monsters.
Fair
Cute
enough.
though they may look.
Fair enough. Indeed. And Spoot, as you finish the imminent danger here, you think that you have indeed heard of these things before in your studies. You believe they are called will-o'-wisps.
Yeah, add it to the list of things I should have warned us about in the swamp. Wait, is it a swamp thing or is it maybe an Osmac thing? Do I know that much?
No, it's actually a religious thing. You know that these creatures are like captured bits of souls of like evil people or malicious folks, or even victims of them, that have just turned and through some influence of necromancy just become little things that try to suck any kind of life it can out of any creature it finds. They are a form of undead.
And we will kill them.
You do know that if they do manage to, like if they come across someone and manage to swarm them and take them out, they can kill them easily.
I'm glad there was a party of us.
And they're bugger hard to hit.
Yeah, well, they are undead. Spook will
well,
tell the party they are undead. I'll tell them a little bit about what they are, and that I think is why these particular things were hard to hit with anything but some radiant damage. Radiance? I don't know what I would call that in game with actual flavor versus strictly mechanical description.
Yeah, radiant or divine energy, whatever you want to call it.
That said, I want to double check how long Spirit Guardians last, because I'd love to keep it with me as long as possible. I think it
lasts a minute.
Yeah, it's just okay. So we've got 58 seconds left. All right.
Yeah.
You never know.
But you can pick yourselves up and continue on, unless you want to hang out in this dangerous area.
I think we should keep moving toward the more dangerous area.
Cool.
At least then things have to catch up to you.
True.
All right. So you keep on trucking away.
Man, I wish I had more than 3 third level spell slots.
You trek in the direction that you think you saw that glint in the air, Spoot. And in so doing, you make your way kind of west-northwest through the swamp itself. And you eventually find what is for lack of a better word, like a signpost, except it's carved like into a stone that's like tilted at a weird angle. Written in Draconic. It's like mostly grown over and very weather-worn on one side. And it's written like around it, so it's a little hard to like know what some of the sides say, but you are able to decipher one of them. And the side that you are able to decipher simply reads, Ozmag, home to the hoarded throne, seat of Imperium. And you believe you have found the ruins of the city wall proper of Ozmag.
Here we are, on the outskirts of Ozmag, or the wall of Ozmag. I guess we were just in the outskirts. I don't think it's going to get any easier after this.
Doesn't really look like they have any inns here, huh?
No pubs either, I'd imagine.
Indeed, looking through the area, and in this quick moment that you take to kind of survey, you see that ruins are half sunken for like miles as far as you can see throughout the marsh here.
Do any of them look like intact buildings, or?
Farther off, they do. Like farther off in the direction you've been going, they do. And you see climbing out of the area a large, towering, blackened, corroded spire many miles off. Or at least a few miles off. And you see what was obviously a well-tended street is sunken and broken in half and destroyed and sunken into the marsh. And as you look around, you see signs of crocodiles and serpents and bits of who knows what lie before you. You have arrived at the sunken ruins of Ozmag.
Well, I'm glad to see that there are at least some living things here.
They don't look very friendly.
No worse than the undead, I suppose. Okay, shall we continue on toward this fire? I don't really know what we're looking for specifically here, to be honest. Perhaps some large structure, or
We're looking for the crown, so some kind of palace or spire seems likely.
yeah, that is. Yeah,
And wasn't Nereus looking for a book of some kind? See anything that looks like a library?
Is our Spook's library senses tingling?
As you progress further into the swamp, you see signs of long dead residents. You see the occasional clawed skeletal hand, the occasional skull of a dragonborn, all signs indicating that this is indeed what was once Ozmag, which as Spoot has researched and is moderately well known in the swamp, was once home to a dragonborn city.
But not in this location, correct?
Whether
was this one of the cities that was cast here, maybe by Spellstorm?
Whether a spellstorm brought it here or just changed the geography around it, you are not sure.
Gotcha. I might do a gentle nudge toward Grig and say, I think it best not to disturb anything you find in or around the deceased bodies.
Indeed, it seems like anything of value has long been stripped away.
Oh. Well, that's rude.
Yeah, either by theft or by just nature taking its course, and it's sunken into the swamp. Who's to say?
Those raccoons, I bet.
It could be. But as you go, you swear you see, out of the corner of your eyes, you swear you see, like, movement that is, like, the water itself is following you in a way.
Behind us?
Yeah, and you stop and you turn and you look, and there's nothing there.
Interesting.
You walk a
Did
little
you-
further in, and you see a crocodile being subsumed by a yellowy muck that is just like pulling it deeper into itself, and the crocodile is roaring in agony and pain as it is subsumed by whatever gelatal ooze is pulling it down.
Oh no, that's not good.
Ew.
Hang on. We cast some sacred flame at the ooze.
Okay.
I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but I don't like to see the crocodile suffer. Oh, I didn't mean to cast it twice. Sorry. The first one. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I fired twice.
You would hit it both times.
Ooze is not especially dexterous.
It's a little busy at the moment.
Yeah, you blast it off, and it like backs away off of the crocodile, which is half dissolved, decidedly dead. And like you see, like it's like the front half of the crocodile is there, and then the back half is like gone. No bones,
Don't like it.
nothing.
Should I? Maybe I should have asked. Is the ooze a natural inhabitant of the swamp that I would know about, and I just disrupted?
You've never seen anything like it.
Okay, that was my gut, but I was like, if it's just nature to play its course, I should have left it alone.
Yeah, it was a big like. It was a massive amount of this yellowy ooze that just like subsumed this thing, and you blasted it off before I could get all of it, but it's still half gone.
It's like,
I don't think we want to encounter that thing.
Yeah, and you see it kind of undulating away, like.
Does it live in the water, or just is going away?
It's just going away. It's moving very, very slowly, but it is like leaving the area.
Oh no.
no, don't like it.
Medicine check? Can I tell how damaged it is? Or did I just like scare it off?
You don't know, and it's got no body to really tell.
That's what I thought.
It's
how
just
would I
like
medicine check?
a pile of ooze, like
It's ooze.
Crap. Okay, I tell you what I will do though while we have time, because we never do this. When we're out of combat, I'm going to drink one of my health potions.
Absolutely. But also what it does do is it gives you insight that there are unknowns in this area. And as you progress further, you may have to deal with them.
I got a feeling we're
Oh
not
my
going to
God.
like this decision to have come here.
No, I don't like it.
Yep.
I'm going to try
Do
this
not like
health
coniferous
potion.
ooze.
The health potion, just to make sure I got the right one, is 2d4 plus 2.
That is a regular healing potion.
Hey, look at that.
Hey, look at that. You get max. That's great.
Ooh.
Amazing. I'll take one away.
Or almost max. There was a 4 on one of them. That's great.
Oh,
So as you progress further, deeper in, you hear all sorts of... Well, it's mostly silence, really, but occasionally you hear, like, the slithering of a large snake, or the rattle of something, or movements of small, like, deadly venomous creatures. The roar of a crocodile every once in a while. Carefully making your way deeper towards the center, until you find yourself getting closer to these central ruins, which are less sunk into the marsh, and there's a little more solid ground here. And you can see the architecture was once immaculate, and there were metallic highlights to the buildings, domes, like inlaid bricks or beams of a once shining metal. You see that this once shining, possibly golden even, city is just tarnished and black. Vegetation and rot have set in. You touch a wooden beam, and the structure crumbles to the touch. Once perfectly laid roadways are now jumbled, uneven, cracked, and fissured. You see black muck, rotten bones, and fouled water that replace what was probably once a vibrant landscape. Welcome to Central Ozmag. And that's where we will end tonight's episode of Nuuli Forged.
Yeesh.
On that cheerful, scenic note.
Do not like.
Is it too late to turn back?
I mean, hey, you do you.
Oh boy.
Well done, everybody. Well done indeed. You successfully, very quickly, got rid of the dragon, which I thought was going to be a longer combat. But hey,
I did too.
Crits happen. Crits happen.
Thank God for crits.
Yeah.
Right?
When they're not on us, I should specify.
Right.
Yeah, I will say, since you kind of figured out the most of it, if that creature took above a certain amount of damage, it had to make a wisdom saving throw to maintain the form that it had. And it failed that. And if its true nature was revealed, it had a certain amount of things that it was going to do immediately after that. So
One of them was fuck right off.
that was actually number 1 on its to-do list.
I'll get to the rest of the list later, but first, I'm out.
Yeah. So well done there. Great job with some shambling mound ambush and some will-o-wisps. Some little undead things that are a lot of fun, but a lot to run if you have a lot of them.
Yeah, I
So-
bet.
Yeah.
We cluttered the field a bit too, didn't we?
Yeah, which was great, like, because they all swarmed you and you all just tried to like get out. But yeah, they are immune or resistant to a lot of stuff because they are just small little balls of energy. So good job.
Yep.
Those fuckers.
Yeah, so that was fantastic. But that's where we will end tonight. We will be back here next week at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, the 7th, which is going to be fun and exciting, of December. 7 on the 7th of December. That's a lot of S's. But hey, it's
But
going to
it
be a
won't
good
be
time.
97. It'll be 99.
It will. It will be episode 99. We're going to party like it's episode 99.
If you don't start the episode with a little hint of Prince, I'll be sad now.
Well, hey, I'm going to get DMCA just for that.
Just for that.
Just for that.
I think if you play under a certain amount of seconds, you can skirt by.
I don't know anymore.
It's
all,
not very many seconds, though.
Yeah,
As long as you get
I
99.
I probably just broke it there. But anyway, thank you, I've got it, for being here. Thank you, Kopodrazi, for coming in. Thank you, Kopodrazi, for the follow. Thank you, Lords and Ladies of Fate.
Yay!
And thank you to Coaster Board as well for popping in, which is going to be exciting. And hopefully you all keep coming back. Tonight was a little weird with a couple of tech hiccups and sadness there. But next week we'll be back and at full force, so that'll be a good time. So let's go around and say our goodbyes, and I'll figure out who we're going to raid. Let's start off our goodbyes with the Turtle with the Morstel. That didn't make sense. The Cleric with the Heretics. No.
Nope.
Let's go to Spoot.
I'm the Spoot with the boot
Suit?
suit. I don't have any of those things.
Toot.
Fruit?
With
Loot.
the toot. With the I'm not no loot. But the next time I'll play a Turtle Bard. That'll be fun.
Oh, glorious.
He's a drummer. Get it? Sorry. Hi, I'm Matt. I've been playing Spoot. And yeah, thanks for watching. Glad we didn't die. That dragon had me and Spoot genuinely concerned.
Fantastic.
Please check us out next week, and definitely come out for the 100th episode, because by George, by Gary, the Blackened Torment, we will all be here that day.
Come hell or high water. Glorious. Moving on over to Olive.
Hey, that's me. I am Sarah. I have been Olive. You should follow and like and subscribe us in all the places. We are on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter still, and I feel like Twitch, obviously.
Yeah.
YouTube
until we figure out what we are on Hive now as well, though I haven't really figured out what that does.
And Hive. At Nuuli Forged, NUULIFORGED.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. But yeah, cool. And now YouTube's changed to like handles. So like, I think if you just type at Nuuli Forged on YouTube, it will go to us now.
Ooh.
But you should still subscribe and follow us on YouTube.
Just to be safe.
And like our videos.
Yeah, give us a like. We'd love that. Thank you so much.
Like us, we're nice.
We try. Most of us are. I'm not. Maybe I am. I don't know. Moving on up to Defect.
That's me. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Fantastic. And I have been Jared, your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. Thank you all so much. We're going to raid the dungeon run tonight. They're a cool group of folks. They're playing some D&D over there. So hop in this raid. Let them know that they've been newly raided. Go ahead, use any follower emotes that you may have. You're welcome to do so. Let's give them some love. Thank you all very much for being here. We will be back next week, and I hope you had fun, because we had a lot of fun. So, good night, everyone. Thanks so much. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.